It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on the 4th of July. You know, I find out today that my son is home. Because, as he says,
yes.
What does he say?
Today is a legal holiday.
Today's what?
A legal holiday.
It's tomorrow.
But it's a Saturday, and you know, in America, if you can take a day off of work, you take a day off of work.
No, they
Unlike
gave
being
him
shut
the
down
day
for-
off.
Yes, because people are closed today. Offices are closed, banks are closed, post
So why the
offices
hell
are
am I
closed.
working?
Because we always work, because we are the media. And what gives us the right to stay open during pandemics is what keeps us open on national holidays. Just saying, I think the only day we closed down was New Year's Day and Christmas.
So it's a thing to close down the day before.
It is, or the day after. So next year when it falls on a Sunday, the Monday will probably be the holiday.
Oh,
I
is
think
that
in
the way it works?
America, it's just, we just don't want, people don't want to work.
Is that the way it works?
Yeah. So I feel like I'm outside. We've got our little 4th of July banner set up. This looks quite lovely. You guys did a great job. We did some shopping at the dollar store yesterday between shows, which was fantastic.
You know what I need? You know what I need? I need one of those rainbow things.
What rainbow
Those
thing?
colored-
Oh, you need a glow
I don't
stick?
know. Yeah.
I had a glow stick unicorn, and we use this for the morning show. Teddy has a glow stick hammer,
And what happened to it?
and it's not glowing anymore. If I do this, the unicorn head might hit you in the face. So I'm gonna try not to go whoop. Mia might have to catch it all the way to the other side of the set. Mia, that set looks fantastic.
You know, not for nothing, but that's a real sad glow stick you
We've
got
got
cooking
some
there.
drinks she is cooking up, shaking up for a 4th of July, sponsored
The
by
holiday, that's
Gubba
good.
Rum.
Okay, now look at this. Look at this. You know what's gonna happen? This is more for you. You wanna wear this? Because this is not gonna get over my head.
Oh, you got a big head. You know, we went shopping yesterday. We tried to get you a hat, and you got a big head.
Get me another one. Get me one of yours. The green ones. One of the greens. I'll even take it around the
Open it up
wrist.
and put it around your neck.
No, I don't like that color.
You're so funny.
I like this color.
You want a green one? Teddy's going to yell at me that it's going to hit the lob. She's going to say, stop moving everything on the lob. Anyway, happy Thursday to you.
Look at
Happy
this.
4th of July, everyone. You know, America is in this state of flux, and who knows, everyone has their opinions as far as America and the United States, but as far as we're concerned here at the Brooklyn Cafe show, we love the United States
Is somebody
of America.
moaning somewhere?
We love our country, and we are going to support it and our independence as the 4th of July. Forward on tomorrow. That is you scrunching up your lavalier. So we're going to do our part in having our socially distanced, mask-wearing 4th of July, or send it over to Casamia, brought to you today by Gubba Rum. It is a wicked smooth.
Oh, wicked smooth, I tell you.
What are you shaking up over there, Mia?
So, in the spirit of the 4th of July, I made some pina coladas. I did them on the rocks this time, though. I always have to make pina coladas on the 4th of July, so I felt like it was necessary. They're already ready to go. Basically, I just use the Gubba Rum Silver, the coconut flavor, and I do a little coconut puree, coconut water, and pineapple juice. And that is how you make a homemade pina colada. Oh, and there's pineapple in there too. Which
Pineapple
is like the best
juice?
part. Actual
So,
pineapple.
Is
chunks.
there a ratio, or?
I
what's
never
Casamia?
count anything. I really, people ask me sometimes, like, how much of a count is this? I don't know. Just go with your heart.
And
That's what I
don't
say.
drive.
They're ready for you guys too, Dina, if you want to give them too.
Oh, absolutely. We want to bring in the fireworks.
I like your set. We've got a little party going on, some
Yes.
cupcakes, some fruit. It's a little bit festive. What are you doing for 4th of July?
Since everything is kind of shut down, I'm having a low-key barbecue at my friend's house. We're just gonna be a couple of us. We're gonna make some burgers, hot dogs, pina
Cheers.
coladas, the American way.
Hey, Happy 4th of July. Mia.
Mia, you're
These are
deadly.
awesome.
Good.
This is
All
deadly.
right, so go over this recipe again.
So yeah, you can buy pina colada mix like in the frozen section, which I do sometimes, but I like it better when you make it from scratch. So it is definitely, the gubba helps too because it's coconut flavored. So the coconut flavored gubba rum, the pineapple juice, coconut puree, which you could get from most liquor stores, and then I put coconut water. And then actually I topped a floater of the,
Gubba
because
rum.
I love the gubba rum. I did a floater of the gubba gold because good pina coladas always have a rum floater.
This is unbelievable. I'm done.
And you're not a big fan of the silver. The silver Gubba rum has always been my favorite. You've always been a fan of the vanilla. But
I'm
I
going
love
to drink
it.
this, and this is going to change colors.
You know what this is going to do? This is going to make Slick's 4th of July. This will just skyrocket Slick
This
to a
is-
whole nother level.
This is freaking good. I mean, all
Yeah,
kidding
what?
aside, this is pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
You always make a pina colada taste like this?
Yes, you know me. I gotta go all the way. I don't just buy the mix. I make it from scratch with love.
And you make it from scratch. From scratch.
This is a great segment. I love the whole pina colada. So wherever you see these shows and people are serving food and cooking at the Brooklyn Cafe on Friday, of course, we always have to open up custom made. Dina, grab a mic.
We're
Let us,
drinking.
let us know what you're doing for
Now,
4th
let
of
me ask you a
July.
question. Mia, are you working during the week?
I luckily took off for the 4th of July. My job is open on the 4th of July, but I worked a lot of other holidays this year, so I got out of it, luckily.
So you're then not working this
Slick,
this
you gotta
week?
go
huh?
grab
I won't
one.
be working.
Hey,
I'm
Slate.
working tonight, and then I'm done for a
Yeah,
few
you do work
days.
with us.
Enjoying my weekend.
And what's happening at the restaurant? Your bar/restaurant.
Yeah,
Right,
so
Cameron?
since we're a restaurant more,
again?
we do get to stay open. We cannot have bar seats anymore. We only have, oh, Slick, this is for you. Oh, really? We know you like rum and pineapple. But, so we only have tables at the moment at the bar. Just a couple tables. We do have happy hour if you sit with me, and that's about it. It's pretty
Slick.
quiet.
Put on
So
your
the bar is
headpiece.
open?
Put on your headpiece.
Well, you can't sit at the bar, but you could sit with me at a table and still get like bar service.
You can sit.
They-
I'm
the
all in.
camera's
I
been
can sit
moved.
with me. So it's open tomorrow, but you're not there.
No,
Yeah,
not hers,
I'll
yours.
be there tonight, and that's it. I
so
can make you your pina colada from scratch tonight only.
Are there
Tomorrow
specials
you're on
for
your
4th
own.
of July? Is this like the Mia special?
This is probably my
How was that?
special 4th of July thing. I always make that, or sometimes I'll do a sangria on the 4th of July. But yeah, that's kind of my signature thing. I love pina coladas.
I like that we get to switch it up a little bit, Freddie.
Yes.
Move it to the left. And we're going to
have one more, too.
a second so we can. Perfect, right there. Perfect. Very good. Now, I also heard a rumor that in the 4th of July tradition,
I
Mia
love the
has some
cherries.
questions for you.
Okay.
Oh, you're
For
ready?
me?
You got your question? Yeah.
Okay, I have some 4th of July knowledge to bestow on you all.
All right.
So,
Let's do it.
do you guys know the day that the Declaration of Independence was signed?
Yesterday,
What's that date?
1786.
No, you're wrong. Wrong. Dawn, do you know?
1776?
Well, you don't need to know the year. Do you know the date? Like,
July 4th.
nope.
Really?
Really?
No. It was July 2nd. The paperwork didn't go through until July 4th.
Wow.
Which is
ding, ding,
a little
ding.
weird.
You want a ding, ding, ding?
Ding, ding, ding. July
Wow.
2nd.
Oh,
Did you know
okay.
that?
Did you know that?
No, I had no clue.
Why you guys
Yeah.
go to school? Did you know that, Slick?
Slick?
No, because they said that everything was on the 4th. I thought.
Slick,
Yeah.
there's another mic over there.
The only one who actually signed it on July
knew that?
4th was John
No, I dated a
Hancock.
lot of high school.
Oh, he daydreamed, so he missed it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You remember school was that big brick building you never went into?
I remember talking to a bunch of kids, blank out, lunch, blank out, home.
It's like working with us.
Hey, Teddy,
Run
did
a
you know
show,
the
run a
answer to
show,
that,
blank
Teddy?
out, blank out, keep going.
Teddy did not know the answer. You know, there's an old saying. I went to school, school no went to me.
All right, what's our next question, Mia, for 4th of July?
So, this one I thought was really interesting. How many hot dogs do you think Americans consume on the 4th of July?
Oh, this is a good one.
On the 4th
We know
of
the
July.
answer, so we'll stay quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Freddie
won't say
can't tell.
anything.
Like as a whole, Americans, how
nation.
many do we eat?
How many hot
Open them all
dogs?
up. all at once.
Just 4th of July.
4th of July.
We are 40.
Say like
how many,
5,000.
People here. How many millions? We are 300, probably.
I don't know, but if you
So
use the
that
word
would be
millions, you're close.
kinda- Yeah, I mean that would be if we say like everybody. So I will say probably 300 millions more. than-
300 million?
Million is your guess?
300
that's what
million?
my guess-
Slick,
I'm
how many
thinking about
millions of hot dogs?
Each person eating
How many
a hot
millions
dog.
of hot dogs? I
I'm
would
gonna
say
5.6.
Million?
I would say like probably 7 million because a lot of people
7
do like
million.
hot dogs. Not myself per
7
se.
million. I say
7 million?
5.6
Like, I'll say
million.
7 million.
7 mil?
It's at least 100 at least.
7
500?
At least
It's at
100.
least 100.
100
It
million?
mirrors our
100, like,
population.
at one house.
100 what?
Just at least 100.
100. At least 100.
100,000.
It's at least one.
Right.
I
'Cause
would
I'm gonna
say
eat
it
four,
matches
so,
our
yeah,
population.
Uh-huh. 100
I'll say it
is
matches our
how much it come in
population.
a
Okay,
big
so are we
package?
ready for the answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
You were all off by like 100 million. It was 150 million. That's like a lot.
Wow.
I think it's because of all the hot dog eating contests. Those people are having like 100 hot dogs each, so
It's almost
gets the numbers
half
up.
of
I am
nation.
guilty.
You know who we should call? We should call on the Ave right now and have them VMix in and talk about their 4th of July hot dogs.
You know what? That's a great idea. Does anybody have the number? Teddy, let's call
We can look it up.
End of the Ave and let's
Call
put them
End of
on.
the Ave. Let's give them a Facebook code and bring them on. See what their hot dog is of the day.
Let's ask them if they know how many hot dogs are eaten today.
Yeah.
Now, are those hot dogs eaten with mustard or relish, or you just don't know?
It didn't say. I think that's up to the person.
And who created relish? Relish is like a chopped up
Relish is so good.
pickle.
Pickles. It's like a chopped
Yeah, I
up
don't
sweet
understand
pickle.
relish.
I know, I'm not a big hot dog person, but I'm thinking maybe I should go get a hot dog.
Yeah.
I think you should get two.
Now we're in
Maybe
the
we'll
mood.
grill.
That's
You're
like
gonna
the
grill?
only
You know
time
what's
I'll
happened
eat
to
one.
barbecues? Now everyone does the healthy barbecue. At least in my crazy world that I live in. They do the chicken sausages and they do chicken hamburgers.
Chicken
So everyone is
sausage.
taken away from regular hamburgers and good old fashioned hot dogs.
That's crazy.
Now, do you prefer a Nathan's hot dog
Yes,
or do you prefer like the all beef,
Nathan's.
Sabrettes. I've always
Sabret,
been a
yeah?
Sabrettes
Nathan's.
person.
the
They're-
Sabret?
Those
Nathan's.
have always been
Nathan's
ours.
You
is
ever
all
had a
beef,
Nathan's
right?
hot dog?
I think I have.
Nathan's is scrum delicious because they're long, they're delicious.
And you know what I like
They're
is
good
the
size.
crunch.
It's a good size too.
It's
She
a
said
little-
that I didn't, but
It's a
yes,
bit
it's a
long.
very good size. It's a big size to be very good.
It's got that
This is from
crunch on the
Fuego.
outside. When you
I don't know
grill it,
anything about no crunch.
ketchup or mustard. There used to be a Nathan's in Boca, and they have the best French fries with the cheese fry. Yeah, back
Oh
in the
my
day.
gosh.
Do you
Cheese on
know
the fries.
the best hot dog? You put French fries in it. You put cheese and
That is
beans.
not a hot dog anymore.
We should
And
order
ketchup-
on the app and have it delivered.
It's not a hot dog
They're gonna
anymore.
Can
make-
we now?
it
you're
is a
making me
hot dog.
hungry. Talking about
It is the Freddy hot dog.
Celebration.
It's not a hot
A
dog.
hot dog. If you're gonna have one hot dog, you might as well pile it on.
That's not a hot
You
dog
need a knife
anymore.
and a
It's an
fork to eat it.
experiment.
Experiment.
All right, Mia, what's our next question?
Okay, so this one's probably my favorite because it's a bartender question. So, what is America's drink? Like, what is our signature thing
For 4th
For
of
the
July?
for alcohol? It doesn't have to be just the 4th of July. It's America's signature
Beer.
drink.
Beer. I say beer too.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought it was beer too. It's bourbon.
Really?
Bourbon is
Bourbon?
an American thing,
Oh,
the
really?
barrel aged thing. Because like Russia is vodka, and like somewhere probably Spanish is like rum, but we're bourbon.
Do you know that bourbon has gone up in price because it is scarce now? You don't get as much bourbon out no more.
Interesting.
Bourbon.
You drink bourbon?
Of course I do. I'm a manly man. I sit in
like
front of my
My
fireplace.
husband does too. He
Yeah.
loves
Bourbon?
bourbon. Yeah, I was like, oh my god. Now he's getting into this. You know, he's a
Gotcha.
Texan, so he don't drink that much. Now he has this body that is given and try different kind of bourbons. Now he loving it. And that's
So,
what
but the
he want.
important thing, do you pour the bourbon for him?
Sometimes, not always.
Do you know it tastes different when somebody else pours the bourbon over the
Oh,
rock?
really?
It's a true story. Try that. When you pour it, But when somebody else pours it for you, you sort of feel special.
Well, if she pours it in that outfit, I think he'd feel quite special.
I think bourbon. What does bourbon turn
I will
into?
do that when I get home. He's at home today, so.
When you get home and you've had to send your kids to your mom's house, and then you can pour the bourbon in
My
that
neighbor,
outfit.
my mom is in
He's
Colombia.
gonna say-
Okay, your neighbor, that works.
He's gonna say, keep it pouring. Bourbon is a delicious drink.
All right, Mia, bourbon? Wow, Mia, what's the next one?
I am full of knowledge today. Okay, so how much money do Americans spend on beer on the 4th of July as a whole? Don't say anything, Freddie. 150 million hot dogs. So how much money are we
I'll say
spending on beer?
200
150?
million.
$200
on-
million on hot dogs.
Yes. I will match the hot dogs.
Don, what do you
150 million.
think?
Oh my gosh. It's probably ridiculous 10 million?
A lot more than
More
that.
than 10 million?
150,
Yeah, that would be more
150 to
than the
200
hot
million.
Ooh, Vinny got it. Vinny won.
400?
It was 1 billion.
1 billion?
$1
Yeah.
billion.
$1 billion on beer on the 4th of July?
Now, can you imagine?
Are
Look
you
at
insane?
The
look
biggest
at all
holiday for
look
beer.
at all the sporting events, right? In the Super Bowl, it's all beer commercials.
Oh.
Now you know why. If they're making sales of $1 billion just today,
In
what do
a
you think they do
day?
for the year?
Holy smoke, are you kidding me?
They could buy a country.
That's insane.
But it's also not just one beer company, it's like all of them.
I bet Budweiser probably has about half of that
Yeah,
money
you're probably
because
right.
American people are like, America, we gotta drink Budweiser.
Wow.
What are the three things that we have that symbolizes America, right? Hot dog,
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
apple pie,
Ooh, apple pie, that's a thing.
Not, I said sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Is that not a thing? Woo! Apparently, only now they all hear me, right?
me, I'm going to talk
No,
just.
I didn't hear you. That's all I
But
Me, I'm just going to talk to you because my partner here just displayed the whole American dream.
I got to tell you, it's the pina colada brought
Yeah,
to you
keep
from
sipping on
Gubba
that.
Mia. Mia can take anyone to a whole nother level when she bartends.
You know, and she's a bartender. I bet you she knows everybody's secret in
But
all
here's
of
the thing,
Boca.
I've only gotten through the top line of
You
my
ain't drank
solo
yet.
cup. That's unbelievable. All right, what's next, Mia?
I have one more fact for everyone. So, what was the first state to make the 4th of July an official holiday?
And that one, you're going to hold on to because I want to get Steve on. It's going to be
Yes.
the cliffhanger.
I was
So think
thinking
about
that.
it.
That's
Think
why I
about it.
kept that one.
Think about
That's
it.
a good
Steve on yet?
question.
Everyone stew on it. Nobody
Does he have
cheat.
a code?
Write in your answers. No cheating though.
Interesting.
When he comes on.
Nice segment, Mia. All right, we're going to find out when Steve from Gubba Rum joins us on the set. We're going to find out which state was the first. Slick, don't look on your computer. Was the first to make 4th of July official. Although I have to tell you that no one does fireworks better than New York, and I cannot wait. I am only hoping that they are doing their fireworks
It was
tomorrow.
canceled this year.
New York's fireworks in the Barge are canceled? No. Macy's? Really? Are you
Even
kidding?
just fireworks, you don't have to stand around to watch fireworks.
It's
Don't
all,
they
it's
set
all
the
canceled?
They set them off remotely, no?
Or they're doing small shows throughout the weeks in each borough.
Wow. Wow.
Televised on television on Saturday. Do you know when I lived in New
Interesting.
York, the only time I went to Manhattan was to see the fireworks on the pier.
Because you would think, I thought they were all electronic. You set them up on the barge, right? And then they just do electronically, remotely set them off.
The problem is they don't want the crowds.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Ah,
I think that they want to
there you go.
avoid crowds because, everybody want to get close and want to go watch it. And since beaches are closed, so that's the only place to go and see it.
You know, I was gonna do the in the parking lot here. I was gonna do it.
I think that a lot of houses are going to be doing fireworks.
What are you
Yeah,
doing
a lot
on
of
4th
houses are
July?
going to be on
We
fire.
staying home.
I always see you at the beach, your family. You're always out doing family outings. So what's up with, what are you going to do with the
Bring 'em
family
in.
this weekend?
We usually go to my husband's boss. They always invite us, and they do a lot of fireworks, and we do a lot of food. But this year we staying home. We want to
Dina,
go
what
to
are
the
you
beach,
doing?
but
You're staying home too.
I have a very strange plan for 4th of July. I don't know if anyone heard, but there is a planet parade happening on 4th of July. It's like the first time it's happening in like a million years, and all the planets are perfectly like lined up on 4th of July. And it says,
What time?
Any minute.
I don't I don't know if it's a certain time, but I know that night it's also going to be a full moon.
That's
so
tomorrow night, I think.
Yep. And me, my sister, and my friend, we're gonna do like a seance, sort of, and we're gonna
seance.
allow all the planets aligned and the full moon, and we're gonna manifest good health, like what we want in life, and I'll let you know if it works.
Just the three of you, then you're not going out to a party. You are creating
Well,
this
wait a
in your
minute.
house.
We have interviewed on this show the witches of Boca.
Yes.
It's a true
Wicca.
thing. The
It's a
Wicca,
true thing.
It's a
The
true thing.
Wicca.
Good friend of ours, her mother runs it. And a good friend of ours is part of that. And they invited us to go into the Jolly
And
Green
they
Forest.
actually, they go into prayer on hurricanes and they do what they do. And we pray for them. I pray for them every year to do what they do to send those hurricanes away. Yeah.
So my question is, being that you're going to be doing this whole planetary thing in another level of spirituality, do you practice Wicca?
I don't. But if planets are lining up for the first time in a million years, it's not just to line up for no reason. They mean something. They're doing something. There's going to be extra energy. It's going to be a full moon. Why not try it and try to manifest for me to never get an illness or something?
I feel like if you are trying to conceive a child, tomorrow night might be a good night.
Yeah.
All the planets are aligned.
I don't know
You know
I
what
don't
they
know
say
how
when the
that
planets
happened.
align, this will happen. The planets are literally aligning tomorrow night.
Yep.
So whatever you will to happen, be on your best behavior tomorrow night.
Well, I gotta tell you, men, you guys will agree
Double
that
club.
no matter what day of the year it is, when you're making a child, the planets will always align.
They are literally aligned.
One way or the other.
I think they're all aligning tomorrow. Oh
Thank you
my
very
God.
much. And if you hang around Mia's drink, I guarantee you the planets,
I
there's going to
gotta
be a
tell you,
baby explosion.
You and I have barely gotten through this drink. Casamia is always amazing.
Now, do
on
we have
4th of
Steve?
July.
I think,
Is Steve on?
put him on. Yeah, Steve, put him on. What do you mean you're reading a book?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We've got the book for everybody today. We've got Bahama Bob's cocktails and rum drinks.
Bahama
Straight
Bob's
from Bob
cocktails and
Leonard.
rum drink.
That's
Now,
right.
Steve.
Here it is.
Wait, have you noticed his phone is sideways?
Hey, Steve, I want you to tell your son I love him because he hooked up your phone and I can see you now.
Well, I was embarrassed to have the view go sideways because you'll see just how much of a disaster this office of mine is. So I like to have it straight up and down rather than across. But now I get a bottle in the picture. That's important.
It seems to me, oh my, he has glasses. Did you know Steve wore glasses?
Every day, yes.
I didn't know he had glasses. I couldn't see him in that little box.
Every day. So, Steve, we've got Casamia because you know it's Friday. It's Viernes Social, and we are doing our 4th of July Gubba Rum
Pina colada.
Pina Colada brought to you by Casamia. So, but Mia has a question for you because now Casamia is on a whole nother level brought to you by Gubba Rum. Mia, you ready?
Yes.
Ask him.
Okay. So, Steve, what is the first state to declare 4th of July an official holiday?
I'm going to say Delaware. Is that right?
Delaware? No. Does anyone
Yeah.
else have a guess they want to throw in?
Wow.
Texas?
Washington.
Texas?
No,
Texas, Washington, Delaware. What about you?
Come on, Don. You
Delaware.
got it. You know
Texas,
it.
New
No,
York.
it's not, they already said Texas.
No Texas.
no.
Texas.
It has to be one of the,
It was what
it
is
has
the
to be one
first
of the
state to
13
become an official
original
holiday?
colonies.
Hold on, Steve. Hold on. Steve, where do you live?
I live in Massachusetts.
And that would be the answer.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
There it is. It was Massachusetts.
You know, Steve, not
Literally
for nothing.
Massachusetts.
There you go. There's the Gubba dance.
Yes.
It's the Gubba
That
dance.
is hilarious.
You know, Steve, we have to get you. We gotta get shirts and stuff. Do the Gubba dance.
Some merch.
If you're walking down the street and your shirt says, "If you do the Gubba dance, I buy you a drink or something," we gotta do stuff like that. Because that was
Well, we can
exactly
do
the dance, Steve.
Why don't you and Dawn hold up your Gubba Rum shirts so that everybody can see just how stylish they are? And we'll get more made up and we'll send them out.
We have to, where are they?
They're
In the back? Yeah, we have them in the dry cleaners in the back because last week we had a little accident. Too much Gubba in the Dubba. And woo, there it went.
So, Steve, tell us where people can purchase their Gubba Rum in South Florida for our local audience.
Well, for the local audience, of course, you can go to the website. And Dawn, I know I owe you a list, and I will get that to you, I swear to God, today. But you can start with Black Tie Liquors up in Palm Beach. You can also go to Sellers Liquors on North Federal Highway in North Palm Beach. There are locations up in Cocoa Beach, Melbourne, Gainesville, down in Miami. We'd love to have you go to Flagami Liquors at the corner of 7th and 37th, just south of the airport. Big Game Liquors, just off of Lejeune, again, just south of the airport. Bryson's Liquors, northwest of Miami Airport. We do have Miami Airport surrounded, for what that's worth.
You have Black Tie? Black Tie?
Yeah, this is the first one.
Yes, I'm
Black
sorry.
Tie,
I
we
meant
have
to
a
say
commercial
Black
for
Tie
Black
Liquors.
Tie we've been playing.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, by all means, go ask for Rakesh up at Black Tie Liquors on Jog Road at Lantana in Palm Beach. They're great people. They've got plenty of Gubba Rum, and they're waiting for you to come by and say the magic word, Gubba Rum. I want a bottle.
Now, I wanted to ask Steve. I wanted to ask because apparently, Steve, we were going to get this Tiki Hut piece over the bar. And they're sold out.
I know. We tried yesterday.
We tried to get it, and it's like an umbrella, has a Tiki Hut piece on top of it.
Yeah.
Because we can't go to the beach no more here. They've condemned that. So we're going to have our own beach here. I'm going to bring, don't play the piano now. I'm going to bring a bucket of sand and a little bit of water.
Pool out here?
And no, we're going to have the tiki on the beach with a little sand, a little bit of water.
It's going to be so messy.
That sounds
good. I like it messy. The more messy, the better.
Messy is good.
Okay? True Bostonian.
All right, well, Steve, here's to you. Happy 4th of July. This is our Gubba Rum Pina Colada. And here's the special Mia twist. It was made with the Gubba Silver and then a floater of the Gubba Gold right on top, Steve.
You got me hooked on the
love
Gubba
that.
Rum, Steve. I need some for tomorrow.
I'm so sorry, Mia. I'm really so sorry. But it's something good to be hooked on. Just don't remember to please drink Gubba Rum responsibly.
Always.
Yes.
Let's go
Don't
to
drink and
commercial
drive
break.
either.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't
drink responsibly.
Don't drink and drive, and don't spill.
Happy 4th, Steve. Thanks for joining us. Casamia brought to you by Gubba Rum. You can go to gubbarum.com, find your local liquor stores. They are all over the South Florida area. You can always contact us, and we will get you that list as well. Going to take a quick commercial break. Casamia in the house. Happy 4th, everyone. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. Let us know what you are doing on this holiday weekend.
Introducing Black Tie Liquors, your one-stop shop for wine and spirit needs. Whether you're looking for an ice-cold pack of summer brews or just to grab your favorite bottle of Scotch whiskey, Black Tie Liquors has you covered. Come choose from a wide selection of beers, wines, spirits, or liqueurs. Or if you're in the mood, feel free to grab one of our fresh cigars. Stop by Black Tie Liquors today, located on 5970 South Jog Road, Lake Worth, Florida. Or give them a call at 561-968-0988.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation, staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Not all CBD products are made the same. Here at your CBD store, our trained and highly educated staff can help recommend the perfect products for you. Stop in and see for yourself at one of our locations in Pembroke Pines, West Boca, Boynton Beach, or Singer Island. Or call us today at 561-437-1080. Again, that's 561-437-1080.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I feel like you're Paul Revere and you're ringing the bell. And
The British are coming. The British, you know that he had a bottle of Gubba rum
He probably did.
in his right hand,
I'm gonna
while he
ask-
was ringing the bell in his left hand.
That's a good idea. Let's ask Kelsey to make that whole graphic meme up and put that in. And write that
And
up.
he had the horses. What they call the thing with the horse?
A horse?
No, the thing around the horse's mouth. What they call it? The horse ring. Thank you, Teddy. And he had it in his mouth, and he was like, "Oh, they're coming. The British are coming." Because he was holding up
one if
the.
by land, two if by sea, and there you have it.
And three if you drink one of these, you're in trouble.
Great segment. This segment was brought to you by Gubba Rum, Casa Mia on our Friday Viernes Social. We had pina colada. I had pina colada Friday, so thank you to Gubba Rum. This was a lot of bit of Gubba Rum Silver with pineapple juice, coconut water, coconut puree, a cherry on top, and then
I don't remember no coconut puree. You're making stuff up again.
Because I drank mine.
Yeah, whatever. How is it, ladies? You like it? Good?
I love it. It's delicious.
It's good.
Refreshing, for sure.
And Dina, I have to tell you, that piece you did today with your CBD store, BYOB, yes, BYOB, it can be whatever you want BYOB to be, but in our mind, it is build your own brand, build your own business. And Dina hosted your CBD store today, and Jay Cortez was unbelievable.
Yep.
You were spectacular, and so much. You know, just when we think the women in business, the women empowerment piece is passé, it is not. It continues to grow because every day you think we've been there, done that. There's another woman whose voice has to be heard, and I'm excited to work with Jay because I'm hoping that this platform continues to grow and she can now pay it forward and interview maybe the founder of your CBD store and some other incredible women in business. That's what it's all about, is in continuing to empower women in business.
You have no idea of how that interview has gotten so deep and even deeper into a lot of people around you. You're going to see in the next few weeks just how important. This is a very powerful, powerful interview. And it's funny because men have to sit and become humble to listen to what came forward today. Just watch the interview. Just watch and learn.
Check it out. Jay, she's amazing. She's strong.
Open them up.
She gave great advice for any business owner. It doesn't have to be female or male. She gave great advice in general, so definitely go check it out.
And you know, she was just appointed that she's going to teach other franchises
That's fantastic.
in CB. I mean, you're talking about hundreds of these bad boys.
And ding, 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 I got a bell ringer moment for you. Speaking of that, I actually slept through the entire night last night. Now, you might laugh and say, okay, what's the big deal? When you're 53, running a production company and all these things, sleep is a novelty. It's really like thumbs up. I slept the entire night. And that is a huge thank you to your CBD store and the CBN product that I've been taking now for a week every night. The entire night last night I slept. I even snoozed my alarm this morning, which was, it sounds so simple, but the little things in life, amazing. And it's all because of Jay and Jerry And Jay gave me the regimen for the CBN and a little bit. I just take a very little bit every night, about 9:30.
Yeah, it works
Go
for
to
you.
sleep, and I sleep through the night, and then I'm good to go the next day.
And I want to thank Fuego. Claudia is sitting in the studio here. I want to thank her for introducing us to, and again, I don't know what the hell it's called. I call it a Cuchifrito on wheels.
Chiva,
The
guy with
Cuchifrito
the
on wheels,
Chiva.
the troubadour.
A troubadour, because
El trovador,
we spoke to him. We're going to do CBD on wheels. But then I started thinking CBD on wheels, right? The mobile CBD, and we're gonna do other products. And he's going to drive like end of the Ave. We're going to drive to the different places with a party bus.
That's gonna be great because he used to work before with someone else, and now he just 2 years ago started doing his own company. So that's gonna be great for him.
Wow.
I'm very, very proud and very thankful that you guys are helping him, and I'm glad that he came. And this is gonna be fun. That was on Wednesday.
Yep.
That was so fun having him with the Chiva and everybody singing. I mean, we keep our social distancing, but everybody was just admiring. Everybody was taking pictures of his boss, his Chiva. So a lot of business can call him, and that's going to be a lot of attraction. And he's his own DJ. He put music, so it's going to be really, ¿cómo se dice? Innovador.
A lot of fun.
Innovation.
Innovation. He's very innovative. But the object of the aim is what we want to do is we want to bring attention to businesses. Now, we try to get End of the Ave on the air.
And Dina said they were really
They're
busy.
too busy.
Yeah.
Is that what
which is great. I mean, that's really what you want. You want them to be too busy.
Today, a lot of people are not working, so that's why probably.
Well, a hot dog and the 4th of July is like the best thing in the world to do because it is where you go to have fun. Now, they're right by the beach as well. We have a commercial
We're going
that
to play
we
their
did.
commercial. When your toes hit the sand, you went too far. But I'm really excited because they are a new business that we've been working with, End of the Ave, and they came to us through another business that we've worked with. And it's not easy to open a restaurant, but imagine opening up a restaurant under these conditions in the middle of everything being closed down. And they are on the beach, right on the beach on Atlantic Avenue. They are one kind of alleyway, one traffic light in from the beach if you're heading west. So they're right there. You can walk all the way to the beach. Great hot dogs, great tacos, great people, some fun games. They put a commercial together for that also.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
they're just nice people.
Teddy gave them a call earlier because she just wanted to know if they wanted to come on the show. She says they're so busy they could barely even get time away. But she did ask, "What do you think your 4th of July hot dog is going to be?" And she said the Del Rey dog is just so popular right now, and they're going to be selling it a lot tomorrow.
Well,
Okay,
I
find
am
out what's
going
on
to
the
be
Del Rey
heading
dog.
up there to get 2 hot dogs before I leave.
And they have nachos too, and they're very good. And they mix the meat, so you can have it with everything.
And they
it's
have
just delicious.
plant-based tacos as well.
Well,
Fantastic.
it's amazing. It's a new business.
Oh, did you know? They're coming out with a Freddy dog.
Yeah. You know what?
They're coming out with a Freddy hot dog. What is it?
What's on it?
It's everything.
It's the everything dog. I'm gonna tell you something.
They
Hey,
actually messaged us on Instagram.
I gotta tell you, I'm gonna have a meeting with Steve on Tuesday, and guess where I'm taking him? Go have a hot dog.
They actually messaged us on Instagram that they're doing the Freddy dog and they're doing the Dawn champagne with a straw.
Oh, that's gonna be so awesome.
Now I want to
I
create.
think the Dawn
I
Rosé
want to
is what it
create the
is.
New York gang
Okay.
that goes up there, and we're gonna do wop and everything. I even bought a metal trash can. I didn't even tell you this. I got a metal trash can. I'm gonna put a light inside of it because I can't. In Florida, you can't put a fire inside a metal trash can. I don't understand
You can
Florida.
put the fake ones in. You know, like the candles where you turn the switch on the bottom, you get a fake flame.
That's what I gotta do.
We can recreate Annie the musical with the fake garbage cans. So during the Depression, right, there's really no fire. We just turn on the fake flame.
You know, you're
this.
scary. I open one door, you open 20.
Thank you to Casamia for all of this that we've got going on today.
But I want to bring him up. I want to bring the truck up. I want to have some fun with this thing. I think that you can
we
have
got Lynn on
fun.
the line.
Oh, let's get Lynn. I'm
Let's
sorry.
get Lynn Robin on the line. Lynn Robbins,
Lynn.
we have joining us on the line. Isn't she there, Lynn Robbins?
You remember Lynn?
Of course I remember Lynn. I'm really excited. She's been so busy. I'll see if she's there. She texted me that she was there, so
Yes
I don't
or
know
no?
if they have her or not.
She might not be there. Oh, there she
There
is.
she is. How you doing, Lynn?
Uh-oh.
Do we hear her, guys? We hear her audio?
Fixing the sound.
We're going to fix your sound, Lynn, while we're doing this.
No, it's on her side. You know, it's on? Okay, Lynn, can you hear us? Talk to me, Lynn.
We hear her. She hears us. She's talking.
She
We
can't
don't
hear us.
her.
You got to turn your sound up.
It's not our end.
It's her end. Okay, redo it. Reboot.
Sounds like. Reboot
Reboot
your
it.
computer and bring it up again.
Reboot. There you go. You know, it's funny because Lynn has a deodorant that she sells.
It's all natural.
All natural. It doesn't
natural?
have any aluminum in it. Blah, 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 in it. So my daughter-in-law always, and now she's gonna say, Dad, can you get me 5 more? Because I buy those tubes for her, and I haven't seen Lynn in a while, but they're all natural. Because you know, when you wear underarm deodorant as women, you have to be very careful.
Exactly.
Because there's a trigger between underarm deodorant and breast cancer. And the research is on right now, so if she has something that's natural, so that's
I
why
would
I
like to
remember.
know about it because now my daughter is she's 10, so, puberty starting and like right now I got her just using coconut oil with
Like a scent?
no, yes, but with baking soda that I make a little bit soft to her because she's just starting. But I want to have, if she can start something with something natural. That's what I want for
Are
her.
you making the deodorant?
Yeah, I make it it's a teaspoon of both.
Baking soda?
The same.
Baking
And-
soda and coconut oil.
And you put a little bit of,
Really, that's it?
yeah, that's it. And you can put essential oil. You can put.
But how do you make it a solid block? You freeze it?
No,
How-
because that's like a pasta. ¿Cómo se dice pasta?
Like a paste.
It's like a paste, and I put it in small
¿Cómo se dice
containers.
pasta? She's asking you.
I got it.
But I knew
So
what she
hold
was
it.
trying
So-
to say. I
so-
knew it.
So you brush it on?
No, you
So-
just touch a little bit because that's like a cream.
Coconut oil
And you just put it
naturally,
there.
yes, coconut oil naturally comes
antibacterial.
harder, and then the moment coconut oil hits the skin, that's when it becomes
melts.
like, it
Listen,
melts.
you woolly
melts.
mammoth over there. We're not going with what you have to say on the coconut oil thing. Can you imagine the coconut oil under a guy's underarm? I cannot even say.
I wanted to say. Hey, Slick. I'm gonna tell you something. Women, when they start going through puberty and everything else,
Girls, yes.
girls, right? Do they shave under their underarms?
It
At a
depends.
certain point, yes.
Yeah, right now. I mean, my daughter right now,
only
she's 10 and
10.
she don't have
It's
anything.
normal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's normal.
Now, when you shave on the underarms, does it get worse? Because I know when I shave on my
Yeah.
face, if I don't shave every day, I'm a
You know what?
fool.
You just don't think about it. You just do it every day and be done.
Really?
And I'm sure that it depends. Everybody's different, so some people probably have more hair than other ones. Like the
Well,
same
I
thing
have a
with the
theory.
legs.
I have to ask a theory. I read somewhere that it says that if women's underarms are more hairy, the more hairier they are, the more fuerte, the more
Strong.
Spicy.
strong. No, not spicy. The more.
Sexually active.
No.
Thought he was going for
The more they.
Personality
The
or
more
masculine?
dominant.
Dominant,
okay.
really.
This is what I read.
They have more hair.
The lighter,
Oh,
the less. Is that true?
I never hear about it. You?
You didn't hear
Don?
about that?
Where did you
No, I
hear
never
this?
hear about it.
Man, I listen. I read everything. What do you mean? Where'd you hear about
Actually,
it?
in the
I'm
back-
trying to help you
In our
here.
back, we have a box. Teddy made us deodorant with milk of magnesia and
Yes.
essential oil, and we actually have some of the empty roller bottles. I keep a spare
Milk
one in
of
the bathroom.
magnesia. So if you're not doing well on the inside, it takes care of you. And you put it on here, it takes care of you. But it does
I
work.
keep an extra roll in the bathroom should anyone need it in case of emergency. You know, like
I was
break glass in
wondering
case
what
of
happened to it.
emergency. It's in the. It's,
I drank it the
it's
other
in the
day.
medicine. Well, that too. If you have a bad stomach ache, I guess you can take care of it on that end.
Let me
also.
drink my underarm deodorant. And it works.
Let us know if you guys bring Lynn back up. I know, absolutely.
You're
But Lynn
funny.
works with that, and she's been really busy. She works with the Neptune Society
Right.
on
Try again.
cremation.
Yes.
And she said they have been so busy with people doing their pre-planning. The Neptune Society putting all their cremation plans in place under all of this COVID. I think it's brought an increased awareness of what potentially happens. It does happen to all of us at some point, and getting your pre-needs in place.
Lynn, can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we do. There she is.
Hi.
We
How
hear
you
you.
doing, honey?
Don't move around so much, Lynn. Just stay still.
We haven't seen you in a long time. Are you still creating your deodorants?
you know, I have them, but I haven't been putting a lot of energy into them because I've been busy with my other cremation.
You've been really busy with business, right?
Yes.
Tell us what's happening with business. You know, COVID, unfortunately, we've had many deaths, and the numbers continue to increase on illness. Thankfully, hopefully, the deaths aren't increasing as much. What are you doing and with what company?
Gosh, well, I'm with the Neptune Society since 12 years, but they're around since 1973. And, you know, since this virus has been going on out there, people are just really, really concerned, and they're thinking, what if? And so they're pre-planning, they're getting their arrangements taken care of in advance here so that their families aren't burdened last minute down the road. But with Neptune, it's a really simple plan. One call handles everything. It's a worldwide coverage, and it's very reasonable. And, you know, the companies that are helping families, they're discounting all the pricing right now to help families out there.
And it is strictly a cremation service?
Yeah, it's strictly cremation. We do not handle burials or anything. It's straight cremation.
Do they handle the funerals as well, or just the cremation side?
Just the cremation, just cremation. We don't have any affiliate locations with any cemeteries, other places like
and
that.
You've been, since we've known you, you've been doing this.
Yeah, I know. I've been helping a lot of families over the years.
And how are you doing personally, doing all this? I know, happy 4th of July to you. I'm watching Dina.
Thank you. I've been good. I've been staying away. I've been locked down. I'm trying to get into a lot of nature and exercise. I got a kayak picture. I've just been getting out there and enjoying nature. It's so peaceful, you know.
Trying to find some peace and some quiet in the midst of all this chaos.
You know, it's really funny.
Right.
You tell me peace and quiet. When I talk to her, everything's peace and quiet.
I look at you. You've stopped talking. What happened to you?
I'm listening.
Lynn, I think we lost him here somewhere. It's like all of a sudden he
Lynn,
went
she's
boom,
closer to the
travel.
speaker. She can hear you. I have to focus. Because my ears are 5 years older than hers.
True that.
True that. True that. True that. That's why I told him to put the microphone on the speaker so I can hear it.
And how's your
How
dog
have you guys
doing?
been? Pardon me?
You still have your dog?
Yeah, you want to see Nico real quick?
Sure. No, everywhere Lynn goes is she brings this dog. And one of the great things when we met Lynn, she was taking those seed pods. Remember we met her at Wendy Blum's event?
I remember that, yeah.
And there she is.
He's 16.
He's
Wait a
6.
minute,
Oh my
how come it's not
goodness,
on
he's
the
16. He's 16.
He doesn't look a day over 15.
He's beautiful, Lynn. And are you
Thank
still
you.
working
He's-
with children and doing your crafts?
No, remember I had that fire?
Yes.
All of my crafts got burned,
You
and
don't remember the fire.
yeah, and all the crafts got burned in that fire. All those tree pods that I was working with the children. I mean, the tree is still there. I can go out and start the project again.
I
But,
want to introduce you to someone because we have created a kids network. And one of the shows is Veggie Vero, and she interviews other kids, Veronica Green, and she works at the Delray Children's Garden. And I think that would be a great segment to bring forward.
I think it
where
would
those
be, yeah.
pods are, because these pods, when they open up on the trees, guys, they look like hearts. And they're deep. So you can make them bowls or all kinds of amazing things. They fall right off the trees. And Lynn had this project where she would create them with children and paint them. So I want to introduce you to Veronica Green and see how you can collaborate and we can bring this forward, if you have time, of course, to bring this kids project forward a little bit more.
I think it would be.
Because I know, I just have to layer my projects. Because that's what I do to you guys, what I do to the crew. I give you all these things. I do the same thing to myself in my head. So
Lynn, unfortunately,
I am an equal opportunity employer, I must say.
unfortunately, my brain on Friday is fried and I don't have no more room. So you're going to have to come down and visit, come to the new place. You come down and visit and we'll kick all these different ideas around and we'll talk about what you're doing and we'll make a niche. We'll have some fun.
Where are your new place now? I don't even know where your new
We're in
place is.
Boca. We're in East Boca, off of Glades, near Glades and Dixie, kind of.
I'm sending you the address.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank
And
God
if
I
people
can
want
drive up
information,
there.
Lynn, on the Neptune Society and reaching you and putting some cremation plans in place, how do they do that?
Oh, you can reach me directly, 561-789-7022. Want me to say it again?
Yep, one more time.
561-789-7022, the Neptune Society.
All right, I just sent you the address. It's right here in the heart of Boca. Easy to find right off the highway. You come up. This is a whole lot easier than Del Rey.
Okay. I'm glad
Have
you're
a great
closer,
4th
guys.
of July, Lynn. Stay safe. Good to see
too.
you again.
You too. Much love. Bye,
Let's go to
guys.
commercial break,
Yes, it's always fun to see the OGs.
isn't it?
It is, because Lynn was with us when we started, and we had maybe 1 or 2 cameras, and everything was getting in place and everything
She
else.
was with us when we were up at
I
BZT.
remember. And it's funny because when you do this game long enough, you sort of hold on to those old school
You
pieces.
have to always remember those that brought you where you are, and always hold that onto that. Oh, and she had a fire in her home. She lost these incredible crafts, and she continues to
And
persevere
she's still
and help
there.
others.
That's right. I love it. All right, let's take a commercial break.
We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we've got Amy Minty joining us in the house, more with some 4th of July celebrations. I've moved on to water after my Casa Mia creation. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. Let us know how you're celebrating your 4th of July. Hopefully it's safely with a mask and social distancing. And we'll be right back.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
Dutch Designs and Events is a unique business providing an extensive range of beautiful floral arrangements. They have the power to bring your event or special occasion to life. Dutch Designs are available for any event or to open your business with a smile. All flowers are grown with organic compounds that enhance their fragrance and beauty. Call Dutch Designs at 561-419-8126 or visit their website at DutchDesignsEventPlanning.com. Call Dutch Designs.
Pizza District is the official pizzeria of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. They have amazing deals, great food, and an even better customer connection. Their owner, Nico, runs the friendliest and cleanest pizzeria for miles around. With their pizza made with whole wheat, gluten-free, cauliflower crust, and traditional New York style, you can't go wrong. Plus all the extras like salad and chicken wings. They are a family-run business with a great atmosphere. Call today to order your pizza and tell them the Brooklyn Cafe sent you at 561-961-4163. That's 561-961-4163 for Pizza District, the official pizzeria of the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Amy Minty combines the hilarity of For Better or Money, the eroticism of For Love or Sanity, the mystique of For Sink or Swim, and the suspense of For Sex or Revenge, making her 5th novel, For Strip or Gamble, her best to date. Get your copy at amyminty.com or amazon.com. Get yours now.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? and you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I saw the same thing.
The silent bell.
Where did you go?
And
Now
we're
I'm
back.
going to do this whole meme. I'm going to ask Kelsey, our social media content creator.
Okay,
to
I'm
create
Puerto
a meme.
Rican. What the hell's a me?
A meme.
What is that?
It's like a funny graphic saying.
Is that what that means?
I love it when people try to explain memes to other people. It's just, you can't explain it. It's just,
Explain a meme to Freddie.
How do you explain a meme?
it's a digital joke. It's a digital joke. That's what all it is.
All it is? People say, oh, the meme this and the meme that. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about?
Meme. Remember she did the one of us in, which one was it? It was Green Acres. She did one, and she did one of us.
First of all, I didn't like the Green Acre one.
I was really funny, by the way.
No, it wasn't. I looked like an idiot. Are you supposed to look like an idiot when you're in a meme? Yeah? Then mission accomplished. Ron, they ever put a meme on you and you look like an idiot?
He's got to turn his mic on.
Open
It
them up.
is. What is it?
It's like a
A
digital
meme
joke.
is when they make you look, I guess, digitally funny.
So it's like, it could be a picture of you, and let's say you're eating a hot dog, and then they put like a funny quote on top saying, oh, you know he loves hot dogs. Like, it's like an implied like joke.
I'd look like an idiot. I agree.
It's a meta joke. It's like the whole meme thing's kind of a meta thing.
A meta?
What's
The hell's a meta?
Yeah, you throwing me off with meta. But it's a
I don't know
digital
what that
joke.
is either.
Okay? It catches facial expressions.
Like we did Green Acres.
body
It was
language.
you
That
and
was just a
me.
bad picture.
That was really funny, though.
And the
It's our
funny
heads.
cam, I don't appreciate either.
Those are memes. Well,
You know
those
what they
are
do?
memes.
They take pictures when I'm eating. That ain't fair. Amy, they ever take pictures of you, like you're scratching your nose?
Yeah,
you got
I
a
wouldn't
finger
want
up there,
that.
you know,
I don't
whatever.
think I
Because
like
that
this
hot
meme
dog-
thing.
That hot dog that
I
you
don't
had,
think-
I couldn't believe
The
you
what?
fit that whole hot dog in your mouth. That hot dog that one day, I had to
You know, and it's funny
had to
because
get
you were
that
sitting
shot.
next to me, and I watched them taking a picture. That's got to be Vinny. I
Yeah.
put the whole thing in my mouth, and you're sitting next to me, and you're looking at me like that. I'm like, what the hell?
That was pretty much it.
That's a meme?
Correct.
No.
Make fun of me meme.
No,
Fun of Freddie.
I would say
doesn't
it
stand
had
for
to be
anything.
Teddy's face. Teddy's face could have been a meme because the way she was looking at you while you were eating it, yeah, that could have been a meme as well. Teddy's face, facial expression, like how can you fit all of that in your mouth? Like how can you eat that? That's what I was thinking, but yeah, Teddy expressed it in her
And then
facial
on top, there'd be
expression.
a caption, he has the experience, like something like that.
You know, I don't get it. You know, we have the world famous author Amy Minty in here, and she does some things that I look at and I have to scratch my head. I mean, you do things that I would never ever attempt to do. I just wouldn't. And the bottom line here is that you do it like it's second nature to you.
I'm just amusing myself mostly.
But you like doing these things.
I do. This Sunday coming up is going to be even more unusual and weird as far as my music videos on Facebook Live. I'm definitely breaking out of the box.
And I love your music videos, and I'm in the process of reading this book for Stripper Gamble. And I've started it last week, and I'm texting Amy, because you learn a little bit about the author. These are true, all They are not true. These are not biographical. These are non-fictional books. However, I'm reading them and I texted her, I go, is this true? Did you really do this? Did you really live there? So I think there's a little bit of you in this book, at least maybe some background experience.
I think there's a whole lot of you in this
well,
book.
I don't want to say that because I don't want.
That's up for debate. You know, people can draw their own
But that's
conclusions,
the
of
mystery
course.
of it. Yes, that's.
Yes.
And you know what it is? Then you want to meet Amy,
Well,
because you want to see, you want to talk to her, and say,
The psychology behind it. So I'm reading this, and I'm like,
The psychology
I got to
behind
page
it. 1
on the Brat Pack, and I take a picture with my fingernail next to it, and I send it to her. And then I'd read a little bit more about Vegas and where you lived, and I went, a little bit more. So I love that I have this
But ask.
insight.
But hold it. Ask. You live in Vegas?
I lived there briefly for about close to six, 7 months.
Okay, but that's in the book.
What brought me there was a relationship I was having at the time.
And what you didn't live conventional Vegas life. You lived conventional, what we all know a Vegas lifestyle. You didn't live in the suburbs. You didn't live in a home.
Nope.
You weren't raising, 2.4 children, a picket fence, and a dog.
Well, I got a question. Lifestyles that we know about Vegas? I'm looking at you. What lifestyle?
Vegas.
Tell me about your
Strip.
lifestyle.
No, I didn't. But you were very much in the heart of Las Vegas. You weren't raising a family in
No.
the suburbs of Las Vegas.
Well, part of the reason for that, Dawn and Freddie, is because I didn't think I was going to stay so long. You know, it was a vacation. And then it just
6 to 7
stayed
months?
and it lasted. 7-month vacation is, well, it wasn't a vacation. There's a lot of gambling, which becomes work after a certain point.
You did the gambling?
I helped gamble, absolutely.
Were you good at gambling?
I was good at keeping track, keeping score.
You kept the money?
You can keep numbers in your head.
You kept the money.
I got a cut, is what I got.
You got a cut for?
I got a cut of what my partner in crime made.
So you kept the money. You were the bank.
I kept all the money I made and put it in the bank. Absolutely.
Wow.
That's what I did. I did not gamble it.
That is an interesting.
A favorite game that you helped it with?
It was Baccarat.
Baccarat?
Baccarat?
Really?
Mhm.
That's a sophisticated. You ever play Baccarat? That's a
that's a
sophisticated.
high stakes.
That's a 007 game.
That's correct.
That's high stake. I was good at blackjack. I was taught blackjack by a female car shark. And she showed us what to do. Every time I went anywhere, I walked away with more than $5,000. The trick was I didn't have a pocket person. And you were the pocket person. You take chips and you give it to the pocket person and she leaves the table. If you keep the chips, which is what they don't want you to do that. They want you to
Right.
keep the chips in your pocket.
So you'll keep using them.
And
That's
you end up
correct,
with
yeah.
nothing. The house always wins. But a pocket person walks away.
Bob, I'm intrigued. Where did you move from?
Oh, I never moved out of New York City. I was still living in New York City. I never changed my apartment. I just stayed.
So you went to Vegas. Were you into gambling? Did you go to Atlantic City to gamble before that? So this was
Prior.
sort of where you were at in life at the time.
Well, that's not really. It's a confusing question because I never played Baccarat before I stayed in Las Vegas. I played poker. I was a poker player, and I played house games, and I played in restaurants. I worked in restaurants for many, many, many years, and we always had, after work, we'd have poker games, drinking and poker. And
Were you good at poker?
I like to think I'm still good at poker.
Really?
That was my game, and that's what I knew how to play. Even, when I lived or stayed in Vegas, I was 25, sorry. And poker and blackjack, I knew fundamentals of many card games, but I didn't know anything really about Baccarat. I was taught that during my time there.
Sophisticated game, Baccarat. A lot of strategy.
Many people play Baccarat with like a different, everybody thinks they have a system that works if they play it seriously with a lot of money. And sometimes the system does work. Like every once in a while now, Ron and I, when we do go to Vegas, when we were traveling back then, seems like a while ago, you know, if I can walk away from a poker table with money and just not, you know what I mean? I can walk away saying, okay, I made $150, I'm good. So when I do that, Ron's sometimes still playing, sometimes not, but I'll go into like the card rooms and I'll observe the baccarat playing, because now it's all computerized and different. When I played, we kept track with numbers on a piece of paper, you know? And so there's certain patterns that develop, almost like roulette or whatever, when you have numbers, and you just kind of watch the pattern and you try to mimic it, and at least that's how he and I played during that time. So
you had a rhythm. Baccarat is like a marriage. Everybody thinks they have the answer to marriage. That's why there's so much divorce. Because sometimes you know what you're doing, sometimes you think you know what you're doing.
Right,
And 99% of the time, the house knows what it's doing.
That's like life.
It's worse than life. I can't walk away from $150 up on blackjack. I'm going for the kill. And you know, strategically in a blackjack table, there are 3 points of interest. You got the header, which is the first card. You got the middle, which is the draw. And then you have the end. I learned this game from the best. And the middle guy has to draw the cards.
But there's a psychology behind all of this. A psychology behind you going for vacation and staying. Where did you live?
I lived for 3.5 months at the Stardust in one of the villas in the back. And then we eventually trashed it. And then we moved into the Mirage.
She moved to the Mirage.
I got to tell you, it's intriguing. We've known you for a few weeks. It's intriguing to know that somebody with your background has written these books.
But that's why it's so important. I can't say important, but important. Intriguing.
It's intriguing.
To read the books. And I started with this one, even though you told me not to. I started with For Stripper Gamble because it's what we talk about the most. And I said, you know what, I really want to get into this and really see. And right into it, I got a little glimpse of your life, because who actually goes to Vegas for a vacation and stays, but doesn't just stay and rents a house? You stayed right at the Strip, and some of these places, they're not there anymore. So you were there at a time.
That's
almost
correct.
when old Vegas was there. Even though you're young, it was when they were probably, what are they, just renovating at the time?
Well, it had just begun. The Venetian and the Bellagio had basically just sprouted out from, you know, the desert, literally. Like, you know, the implosions had begun. Junk bonds, like we talked about last time, set in and everything. It was a changing landscape, basically. So I was lucky, I guess. I didn't feel like I was lucky then because I didn't know any better, but that I got to experience some of like the old casinos and the old hotels, and that's why setting for me is very important. And setting, I definitely draw from my own experiences because it's just more authentic writing. I feel.
Well, and I totally got the sense of that reading this, saying she is taking personal experience in your feel for this and what it was like when Vegas was changing. Because I had never been then, and I've been, I guess, about 6 years ago. All I saw was what is there now, the grandeur of it. But the old school Vegas, the Rat Pack, the spectacular pieces that we have here in memorabilia, that is what brings back all of the old feelings of Vegas. You don't see that now. You don't see...
Game has changed.
You know, right, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin. You don't have that same feel of what it was then to what it is now.
It's totally different, and it's. I don't want to say it's better now because it's just different. It's a different.
I don't think it's better now. But let me ask you a question. I'm not politically correct, so I'm going to tell you the truth.
I rarely am either, but go.
Well, I know, because that's why I can say this to you. These books, everybody when they meet you and they've read the book, they're going to look at you and say, there's a piece of you in this book. You're sort of letting out a little secret. Not that you're going to tell people, oh, that's my life, and that. You're not going to do that. But now that I see the book, I read the book, I look at you, there's a whole lot of things coming together here.
Well, I'm definitely, when it comes to settings, I'm very careful. I write only what I know as far as settings, and I always will. I research something. That book had a lot of research. I didn't draw. I couldn't possibly remember everything from, 20 years ago. I couldn't remember all that. I had to remember it by reading and, reminding myself what it was really like. And it's not a gorgeous picture I'm painting in that book. It's honest.
Well, it's not about a judgment of who you are.
But she talks about dancers in here and opens up with the club and the different dancers and the manager and the interactions with the DJs and what it's like, right? You know, the DJs are clearly smoking, snorting, whatever they're doing, right? You don't portray them as these clean cut. It is what it is. But to me, and people can judge dancers and whatever they are in Vegas, but these are women trying to make a living. So you take the judgment out of this and you almost make them like empowered women. You do make them empowered women.
That's exactly
they happen to dance
what I
for
do.
a living, but this is what they're doing for a living. You take all that other garbage aside and you look into their psyche, the psychology of why they're doing this, and you write about empowered women. And I want people to understand a little bit about that. So can you talk about some of the characters and why you portray them as empowered women instead of taking the dirt of it?
Well, the real truth is the three characters in that particular book, the three female characters, are drawn to different. They're all drawn to the same person, the same man. That's what brings them all together. But the only character who is a dancer is Lucy. And she's actually starts as a dancer and then she's a manager. Like I kind of, I give her a little background and then I put her in that situation because the truth is a lot of these dancers, managers, people that work in strip clubs, and I love strip clubs. I love going. I love supporting them. I love everything about it. That's my entertainment. I could go every night and just have a great time. Most of them are performers, and they're also supporting someone. They're supporting kids. They're, they have debt. They didn't grow up with anything. They're in a very bad place. So to make them people is important to me, and I often use dancers in my books for that very reason.
There's a, let's see if I can bring this up. There's an old saying of the underdog effect. My uncle owned a strip club in the Bronx. And I didn't know, yeah, he did. And I didn't know he owned it until I walked in one day and I'm not going to say it because he watches, and I said, "What are you doing here?" His wife to today doesn't know he was an owner of a strip club. But they have the underdog effect. There is always a guy in the crowd, or a woman, because games have changed, who wants to save people, and they want to save dancers. Meanwhile, dancers are the biggest professional business women you've ever seen.
That's correct.
If they don't get in the soup, like start using drugs, start drinking too much, doing the back door, what they used to call the back door, if they don't get involved in that, it's a very high-profile profession. Is it something you're going to put on a resume? You're probably not. You're going to say, I'm an exotic dancer. No, you're going to say I'm a dancer or something. But
Freddie, I actually equate it to almost the majority of the girls that I'm proud of that still do it even. I equate it to almost like an athlete that has a certain amount of years to excel at what they do, whether it be football or baseball or whatever it is. They have a limited amount of time that they can profit that way, and then they go into something else later in life, and a lot of these dancers do.
And that's the bottom line. And the funny thing about the characters and everything else in the book is that it's a way of living. You look at an NFL football team, and they have the dancers on the side, they have the cheerleaders, and they barely have anything on. And I never understood how the cheerleader up in New England, where it's -4 degrees, has barely anything on, okay? Sex sells, cigarettes sells. Everything in our society that comes from that whole tree sells. The problem is that they will then say the dancers are not the cleanest thing in the world.
Yeah, but if you take a look at the book and what you've done with this book is you give them all characters, you give them personality, you give them a life, you give them backgrounds, and it gives you a chance to take pause and say, you know what, this is not a life that I know of. Let me learn about it. Let me see what it's really like behind this, because you take so many experiences of maybe going to strip clubs, of playing in the casinos, of the life you lived in the villa. And some of these have to, as you say, you explain the setting. Some of these ideas had to come from someplace.
Research.
Everything comes from someplace,
Right?
you know.
Research.
Draw it out of thin air.
That's
go,
right.
"Oh, wait, this sounds good."
She's going to say, I'm going to research it.
But that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
The research
I
of
mean,
it.
it helps to have lived there or stayed there. There's no question. But, you know, it's partly what your imagination can do, too. I mean, those experiences that I had were nothing like what I wrote about what happened to certain characters in that villa. I mean...
Well, no, but I love the women empowerment piece. I love that you take this and you see the business side of it. And that's a lot of what you write in your book. So I want to talk about that. We're going to go to commercial
Well,
break.
I got a question.
Uh-oh.
I need you to define what woman empowerment means. What does the word woman empowerment, those two words, what does it mean?
Oh, my gosh. It can mean something different to everybody.
Because I'm going to tell you something. You guys ever been to a strip club?
New Orleans.
It don't matter where, but you've been there. You've been there? You ever notice in that house, who runs the house? You, the patron, or the woman on stage?
The
Woman on
girls.
stage, that's right.
The girls are in control at
That's
every
right. So-
every
so-
point,
so
every
I need
aspect.
to understand what woman empowerment means, because I'm going to tell you something, I'm going to get a lot of flack here. Steve-O, give us a call, because I know you know the other end of this thing. You guys look at the woman empowerment piece, but you don't look at how we perceive it.
Well, maybe I'll have to share that little
Yeah,
story.
maybe
Yeah,
so.
we're gonna have to talk about that for
Yeah,
sure.
maybe so.
Let's take a commercial break. 888-994-4995.
Ask Amy a question.
And while you go to get your sandwich or your Gubba Rum drink, check out Amazon, amyminty.com. Get any of the books. Right now, I'm reading For Stripper Gamble, and I think I'm going to work myself backwards into book 4.
Hey, that works too because there's.
I'm just going to talk to the author.
And you go right to the
Yeah,
author.
right to the author,
Behind
baby.
the scenes with Amy Minty, and we will be right back.
Kids for Kids Ministry. The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to
Introducing
sponsor
Black Tie-
local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
Don't know how I'm feeling tonight, but I swear I'm fine. I'm broken inside.
Introducing Black Tie Liquors, your one-stop shop for wine and spirit needs. Whether you're looking for an ice-cold pack of summer brews or just to grab your favorite bottle of scotch, whiskey, Black Tie Liquors has you covered. Come choose from a wide selection of beers, wines, spirits, or liqueurs. Or if you're in the mood, feel free to grab one of our fresh cigars. Stop by Black Tie Liquors today, located on 5970 South Jog Road, Lake Worth, Florida. Or give them a call at 561-968-0988.
As the coronavirus pandemic continues to run its course, Paramount Property Maintenance is offering the community a helping hand. Introducing the COVID-19 Action Disinfecting Plan, a one-of-a-kind procedure that will effectively clean and disinfect your business or place of residence. Paramount Property Maintenance has years of experience in dealing with biological contaminants, and their methods are proven to be more reliable and more extensive than any janitorial or cleaning service in South Florida. The COVID-19 Action Procedure features the use of hospital-grade disinfectant recommended by the CDC, as well as a highly trained sanitation team that will make sure every surface in the room receives proper treatment. Contact Paramount Property Maintenance today at 305-761-8191 to make your home or workplace COVID-19 free.
Sometimes you need to shake things up a bit, to be a little adventurous, to make your meals pop. Don Pablo Coffee Growers and Roasters has that special ingredient. That little bit of adventure in a bottle to take your dinner to the next level. So take a leap and try one of Don Pablo's fresh roasted specialty coffee meat rubs on your beef, chicken, or pork. You'll never go back to boring again. Go ahead, rub it on your meat.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
You know why? And we're back.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe, behind the scenes with Amy Minty. I want to start.
How
breathing
deep can we get behind the scenes? Because I want to go all the way to there's no skirts.
You gotta, I don't know, her husband's here.
In the old day, no skirts means no bars. There was no, you know what it means. I ain't got to tell him.
Take off the curtain and ask the questions.
You got to ask the questions that people don't want to
But
ask.
that's what it's all about, is an author. People write a book, and we know people that have written books. We don't know anyone other than Amy that's written 5 books. So the information, the research that you have to put out to do, a lot of research to be done. So a lot of that has to come from some past experiences, some things that are important to you. I don't know how deep you want to go, but I want to ask her one question before you go deep. You went to Vegas, you said you were 25.
Yes, I was 25. I think I was, yes, that was the year.
What did your family say when you said, I'm just going to go vacation in Vegas for a couple months and you stayed?
Well, I never really told anybody. I mean, I just stayed. Like, yeah, like I guess my mother knew I was staying out there for a little bit. But I mean, you know, that's the beauty of always working in restaurants, because you can just quit. You don't care. You know what I mean? I remember I was tending bar, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not coming back. Whatever. It didn't matter. There's 1,000 restaurants in Manhattan. So I worked at probably half of them. Okay, briefly, you know. So, I mean, luckily I had that platform where it didn't matter, and I knew if that gentleman I gambled with was my boyfriend at the time, so I knew I wasn't going to go broke. I was living with him wherever he was.
Totally different lifestyle, right? Imagine calling your mom going, listen, I'm moving, I'm hanging out in Vegas, my boyfriend, I'm good on money because we gamble, and I'm quitting my job in New York, and I don't know when I'm going to be back. Totally different times than now.
I'd probably do the same thing now. Like, I don't see any
But hold
different.
on,
Like, what do I care?
I
You know?
want to know how you left Vegas.
How I left Vegas? I left Vegas exhausted. It is exhausting to, at the rate how we played, how many consecutive hours a day in like, we might have been in the Bellagio 12 hours at a time, taking breaks, drinking like fantastic wine, like at the table, and eating, going to a steakhouse or doing whatever, but we'd always go back, keep going back and keep playing, and keeping score. I was burned out. I finally was like, I can't do this anymore.
And you just got up and left?
Yep, I just got up and left. I
So-
left him and I left Vegas. I was like, I'm done.
Was he being comped rooms and everything else?
Was he what?
Being comped rooms?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So you got to stay on the property as well?
We stayed, when we did move to the Mirage, we stayed in the penthouse.
It's really funny because when I played,
Imagine being 25, 26 years old, the penthouse of the Mirage, living
Well, he
in
was a-
Vegas,
he was a big roller.
drinking, gambling, the food, the entertainment, the lifestyle.
Some of it was, we had great times, don't get me wrong, but it was work. It just was part of my everyday. Wake up, that's the first thing we did.
it's funny because when I was at Mohegan Sun, they used to comp me because I used to stay there for 2 or 3 days, not in hours, in days. And you notice there's no windows, never a window. Everything looks like
Very
daylight.
claustrophobic after a while.
They brought you dinner
Absolutely.
to the table, or no, I want to have steak, and if you were a roller, they would send you because it's worth it to them. You could be a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 lodge. You could be 7,000 lodge, and they would comp you. They would never ask you to leave. So I'm walking out with 7 lodge one day, and they said, "Mrs. Santori, we're going to comp you." They gave me the penthouse. I don't know, some suite upstairs.
And you stayed.
I stayed. I got breakfast, I got everything else, and I lost all the money, all of it. And that was the lifestyle. But what begins to happen is the lifestyle begins to change your mind thought. Where you used to walk in there and say, okay, I pay $150 and go home. That goes out the window. So I need to ask, you walked away, you said, I got enough. Did it change you after the point of leaving to today?
I'm uncertain of your question.
Well, you lived a fast-paced life. People don't understand the speed at what you were living for 7 months.
So you're asking if it changed me from that point
What
forward?
kind of speed do you live today?
Not really. I just took it as an experience and was like, well, that was, at least I know what it's like, but I had no urge. I didn't go back to Las Vegas until 2015, I think. I never went back. I said, I'm good, and so I actually missed its development into what it is today. I, got the tail end of it when Steve Wynn opened up, his casinos, and even though he was involved in the Mirage, it wasn't on my radar. It was more like when I stayed in Vegas, that was the first time I'd ever been. So I went on a vacation and I stayed, but I'd never been there before. I didn't know. It wasn't hard for me to adapt because I had no comparison value. I didn't say, oh, this is not as fun as it was last time, or it was just a new experience.
Yeah, but Amy, you are, how do I put this? You are a certain person because of what you went through. And everybody that comes along somehow fits into your mode. Because I know how fast, I was there, I know how fast you view life. Life is fast. You're wheeling and dealing.
Look at the experiences that Amy does. Who goes on live 2 times a week and dances from a swimming pool to...
That's all part of it. But that's all part of it.
This is right. This is
That's what
part
I'm
of
saying.
it,
She's
Amy.
making it sound, oh, I left it behind. You didn't leave it behind. You didn't leave it behind. It's still
Who
with
she
you.
is, right.
It is part of who you are. And that's why these books become intriguing, because they are telling a story. Because you're giving me a whole different aura. And you know something? I'm going to be honest with you. I see a different aura. I see what you're doing with the dancing
I
and out
want
of
you
the
to take
pool.
one of these books this week, and you're going away.
I'm taking 2.
Well, just don't take the 2 I'm reading. You can take the other ones.
And you're gonna have to fight me for them because I let you do for weeks.
I'm taking 5 and 4, but I want you to take them, and really, I want you to start reading it because you get a whole nother sense.
Have you read the
He's
book?
taking that one.
Oh, you're taking that one. Everybody's taking a book today.
Everybody's favorite.
You're gonna have to read to me on the phone.
He needed spicy.
Oh, yes, at all. I opened that pineapple for you, yes, at all. You know, but this is the intriguing part of this whole thing. Because now they're discovering the author. They're discovering the history. They're discovering the present. And you know what? They're discovering the future of what's going on here. Now everybody's gonna fight over the books.
But I want to go back to your question about women empowerment.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? What does it mean to you?
Not to me. I'm reading it. I'm learning it. I want to know, what the hell does it mean? I don't know.
Well, let's ask Amy. What does women empowerment mean to you?
It means to me making the best out of your situation and feeling good about yourself. In a nutshell.
Do you push?
And
do you make it happen?
Absolutely.
Or you sit back and wait until things happen?
It takes, I think, from my perspective, it takes determination to succeed, being empowered, and you have to have a ambition as well. I think, because otherwise you can't feel empowered. You can't excel in your head, in your mind.
It's interesting. So much of what we've built our platform from day one, which is why I keep that up there, even though you don't like it, is you once said to me, make this your own. And we came from a studio, like, Villa in Vegas, with 2 cams and an idea and an interview. And it grew, and I said, I want to give back to everyone what you gave to me, which was a chance to share my voice. And I said from that day forward, no one should ever feel they don't have a platform to share their voice, even if it's a recipe or an idea or 5 books. There should be a platform that we create. And we got bigger and we grew, and our show has grown. And we launched a new show 2 weeks ago called BYOB on Fridays. So it can be anything you want it to be, BYOB people think. But that was for a reason. It's bring your own business, build your own brand. And today we did an incredible women empowerment piece on a woman who owns 4 CBD stores, brick and mortar. And what it means, the founder of this company was a woman who was in pain, and she created her own brand of CBD and grew that. And again, Jay says to me, thank you for that opportunity to have my voice heard, because it goes back to where we started, that no matter how big this idea of women empowerment in my mind gets, there's always someone whose voice hasn't been heard to where it is. And that's why I love these books, because you give everyone, from the dancers, the managers, everyone a chance whose voice to be heard some way or another. It makes you rethink these women.
Well, thank you, Dawn. I take that as a big compliment.
So I don't know if that was your intent, but as you say, every book is up to interpretation. That is what I gained from this.
That's great. That's good to know. And that makes me feel good. It makes me feel like what I set out to do has been accomplished. So thank you.
Did you go into writing thinking this is what you wanted to do?
Actually, no. I got into writing more out of, I may have talked about this already, out of frustration about everything else I was failing at. And I figured, if I could, no one could tell me I can't write. You can tell me, and I even use this example in this First Trip or Gamble. And I have a scene that's created simply the male protagonist points out, to Lucy, of all the character, that, no one's going to tell her she can't write. No one's going to tell you can't have this audition. You're not qualified. Blah blah blah. You're too old. You're too fat. You're too skinny. Blah blah blah. No one can tell you can't write.
It's funny. When I was coaching, my kids finished at 12 years of age. I continued to coach for another 12 years. It was because I didn't like the system that kids were learning how to play sports. I didn't like the system that parents were putting winning ahead of learning. I didn't like the system that was in place. And I look at you, and there's a whole lot more music coming from you than you're letting on, because you want to have a stage that says, listen, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to send you the message. And your books are in writing, your dancing is in physicality, it's all around you. And I think, and I could be wrong, I think that the bottom line here, from what I'm learning today, is woman empowerment is an individual thing for every woman. And I think that I learned today, watching that show today, I mean, I saw what came out of that. I saw the people that came out of that, and I'm sitting here and I'm listening to what you're telling me, and I think that the bottom line here is you got something to say, and you're going to say it, and you're either going to listen or you're going to listen.
Or you're going to watch your dance.
Or you're going to listen or you're going to listen, and that's what it comes down to. And I have to tip my hat, like I told today, CBD lady, I got to tip my hat, because when stages are given, you take advantage of it, and you move it forward. And you're going to influence lives you ain't never going to meet today. That's what happens today. Because people are going to say, you know what? I'm going to take a chance on me. And they're going to take it. And they're going to go forward. And here's the manual to do it. In the books that you've written, there's a whole bunch of you in that book. Take advantage of it. Make it happen. Don't sit back. You know, we have a bunch of kids in here doing what they do. And I saw today a whole new chapter. I saw a whole new, 12 years ago when I started out this voyage, I didn't expect this. Not at all. And here it is. And it's time to take advantage of that.
When we come back from commercial break, you're going to dance for us?
You bet.
You're like a diamond. It's another facet. Behind the scenes, more Dancing with Amy Minty as we roll into our 4th of July weekend. AmyMinty.com. Go online, get your book. If you need recommendations on which ones to start, just text her. You can find her on social media. You can find her on Facebook. Inbox her, and she will let you know exactly which one to start with. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Callaway here from the VoiceOver Connection, and I'm here to tell you that you're missing out. Everybody has a dream, something that they believe can change their life or even change the world. The difference between letting that dream slip and making it come true all depends on whether or not you can make the world believe your dream too. Here at the VoiceOver Connection, we specialize in selling dreams. Our team of well-connected and influential voices will help take your ambitions, your deepest and wildest aspirations to places that you never imagined you could reach. The time for dreaming is over. You've done enough of that already. It's time to take action. Elevate your business by giving your dream a voice. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or email us at thebrooklynCafeTV@gmail.com. Because a dream is only a dream until you decide to make it real.
They call me Don Pablo, and 20 years ago, I discovered my passion for great quality coffee. Today, we're roasting excellent quality coffee that's rich, smooth, and very complex. It's a taste that's new in the world.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Amy Minty combines the hilarity of For Better or Money, the eroticism of For Love or Sanity, the mystique of For Sink or Swim, and the suspense of For Sex or Revenge, making her fifth novel, For Strip or Gamble, her best to date. Get your copy at amyminty.com or amazon.com. Get yours now.
Not all CBD products are made the same. Here at your CBD store, our trained and highly educated staff can help recommend the perfect products for you. Stop in and see for yourself at one of our locations in Pembroke Pines, West Boca, Boynton Beach, or Singer Island. Or call us today at 561-437-1080. Again, that's 561-437-1080.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Nice job. Wow. That's amazing. I don't know how you dance like that. I mean, great music.
You're a great dancer.
This is Amy. This is Kenny Love. He's got his show at 3 o'clock. She would be a great guest to have on the Florida Love Show.
Yeah, but you
Sounds
have
great.
to make a stage for her to dance. That's the. No, I'm saying the prerequisite, she gotta dance. Now, Amy, I'm going to ask you, the next dance you do, you gotta do it with your book in hand.
Okay.
It's not as easy as it sounds.
She has 5 amazing books.
5 amazing books.
I do. Sorry, I'm out of breath a little bit.
Sorry,
I'm out of breath a little.
I saw Tanya out of
They said how long he goes until she can't breathe anymore.
Amazing books the world wants to know. I want
Yes.
to know. I said to them.
Thank you for your curiosity. Is awesome. Thank you.
What do you have going on for the weekend?
A lot of the same things we've been doing since the middle of March. Nothing at all. Lots of barbecuing, lots of dancing, you know. When you probably a little writing. Sunday? Oh yes, Sunday the music video, 7 p.m. for all Facebook people.
Were those your peanut butter?
Yes, that was her fudge that we devoured.
I'll tell you something.
Was it good?
I think you should put your name on it. Just on the box that you bought you sent the chocolate. Holy smokes. Now, came up with an idea. You make those. So
The
when
fudge?
you get your books, that's what you have to have.
I have to have fudge
Ingredients.
with the book. Here, Ron.
When you read your book, that's what you have to have. That and a glass of champagne.
The champagne sounds good. Yeah. The fudge, I'm not really a sweet person, so I tried a very small portion of it, but Ron liked it, which
The fudge was
is
delicious.
really the point.
We ate the whole plate, so we left
That's
the
good.
plate. We ate everything on the plate. But it was amazing. So tune in Sunday. What time?
7 p.m. We strive for 7. You know, there's more prep than there used to be because now it's getting to be really like a game. So I got to outdo myself every week with something interesting and different. So 7 p.m. Facebook Live, and then I'm supposed to put this on YouTube too, but I've been slacking on that. But I'll start doing that shortly as well.
And it's on your personal page, Amy Minty.
Yep, Amy Minty, Facebook Live.
Great opportunity to get some reading. And I know some people are off today, some people are off Monday. AmyMinty.com. Can they download it instantly on Kindle now?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so you don't even have to wait. You can download it right onto your Kindle, which will, of course, transfer to your computer, your iPad, any which way you want to read them. Or you can order them Amazon, get them by tomorrow.
Or you can have a book club and dress up the parts. And we'll get Amy to call in and maybe talk to the club itself.
It'd be a great idea.
Have a little fun with this as well. But there ain't nothing more fun than dressing up the parts. And there's a lot of parts you could dress up on in that bad boy right there.
We can compare war stories on Tuesday.
All right, War Story on Tuesday.
I'd say notes, but I
War
don't know
Story
what you're going to
Tuesday.
be reading. There you go.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be very honest. I'm going to tell you from soup to nuts. Because there's a little part of your book that takes me back to my earlier days. And the kids make fun of me. But it's all there. And you know, and the more I look at this, the more you have stories to tell of the past going through this book. And it's about how you used to be. It ain't the way it is now, but it's a lot about the way it used to be.
And that's a big thing with me. Most of my books do take place in the past because I just have a clear memory of how different it was, and I don't want people to forget it. You know, kids now, they're just growing up in a completely different world. I think about it all the time.
Interesting to see the next book based on
When
that.
is the next book coming out?
Well, the next book is being formulated in my mind right now. I don't write traditionally. I don't follow an outline. I just kind of write segments and scenes out of order, and then I put them all together later, like a puzzle, really.
Now, I just wanted to let you know, we are actually creating an East Coast, West Coast network. We're in the process of doing that with Chanel and some other people. And we spoke to somebody yesterday who takes books and makes
She
movies
just
out of
sent me
them.
her information, yeah.
Now, I made you a promise that I was going to show this book to a movie maker. Okay, so we're going to keep that promise.
Yeah, I spoke to her yesterday. I want to connect you guys. And she said right now LA is on shutdown, but what she does for a living is she takes books and she produces them into movies, so.
And I think that was the
Great.
original stuff that we talked about getting done.
Yeah.
It may take, it's going to require some massaging or some changes.
Of
and here and
course,
there.
of course.
But that somebody's even taking a look at it.
Absolutely.
I think it's the name of the game here. So we made those phone calls yesterday. And I know that sometimes you think that nobody's watching. I'm going to tell you something, honey. You trust me, I've been doing this a long time. Everybody watches. Everybody. You just need the right pair of eyes to watch. And then you watch what happens. And that's what happened yesterday. So you hang in there. We're going to be all right.
Behind the Scenes with Amy Minty. Get your books, amyminty.com or Amazon. Have a great weekend, everyone. Please be safe. Happy 4th of July. Wear your masks. If not, respect others. Social distance. Do what you need to do. But just remember, hashtag don't kill grandma.
Don't kill grandma. Hashtag don't kill grandma.
We'll see you Monday drive time.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors, just to raise